Hello everyone, welcome to Fight Radio for the latest combat sport update. The baddest man on the planet, former undisputed heavyweight champion Iron Mike Tyson is going to face YouTuber Jake Paul on July 20. It's going to be streaming on Netflix. Speaking with Forbes, Iron Mike Tyson said it's been 6 weeks since he got high, meaning he is not smoking marijuana and ganja, and stop having sex in the preparation for the bout against Jake Paul. Mike Tyson believes that not smoking make his lungs stronger and not having sex give him extra testosterone hormone, which gonna help him in the fight.
And so I'm at the fight discipline now. Probably 6 weeks I haven't gotten high, I had sex. Probably 6 weeks I haven't gotten high, I had sex. It's just discipline. You know, discipline, doing what you love to do, what you love to do, doing what you hate to do, but doing it like you love it.
The rumor is very popular in the combat sport community that Mike Tyson was practitioner of NoFap and did not had sex for a very long time while he was on his prime.
You're familiar with semen retention, obviously. You know, just the whole process of holding on to your essence, you know.
Yes.
Did you do that a lot before your fights?
Yes. Not because I thought it helped me, it's because other great fighters did it and I wanted to be able to be like them. If they can do it and that made them great, I had to do that too.
Talking about Mike Tyson and Jake Paul fight, it's not an exhibition, it's a professional fight. Therefore, it will count on both boxer official record. And according to the poll, this was requested by Tyson. Other than that, knockout will be allowed over 8 rounds of 2-minute fight. There will be no headgear and they will use 14-ounce glove. Now curious factor how much Mike Tyson is earning. According to the UFC legend Henry Cejudo, his very close friend with Mike Tyson, he secretly asked Uncle Mike about fight purse, and he recently said that 57 years old is set to take home around 20 million for fighting Jake Paul.
I know that, but obviously, you know, it takes two to tango. And I feel like there's probably a really good payday for Mike. He's probably gonna wind up making about close to about 20 mil as he's about to turn 58 years old. I mean, literally, Jake Paul's 27, Mike Tyson is 57. He's getting ready to, his birthday's, he's gonna be 58 by the time he fights him. I know his birthday's in late June, I want to say. So I think it's June 29th or 28th, so something around that time. But I don't like it. But Mike Tyson, and I've been there and I was with him when he was getting ready for the Roy Jones fight. Like, Kamaru, like, this dude's disciplined, dude. He's almost like us, he gets moody when he's in fight camp. He stops smoking, or he doesn't smoke as much. He starts to eat clean. He runs every day. 5 in the morning. Remember, I went with him one time, dude. I'm just like, damn, Mike, you run for 6 miles every morning at 5 a.m. It's like, yeah, man, it's good for the heart, and I find peace within. But what I'm trying to say, man, is he's
why you do Uncle Mike's voice?
Former UFC middleweight champion Michael Bisping has recently reignited his desire for a decisive trilogy bout against his longtime rival Luke Rockhold. Their rivalry has been going on for a while and it's packed with history. Rockhold won their first fight in 2014 with guillotine choke, but Bisping made a stunning comeback in 2016 by knocking out Rockhold and becoming the UFC middleweight champion. Now Bisping is eager to settle the score once for all, and he's chosen the unconventional battleground of karate combat for their third and final face-off. He calls out Rockhold from his YouTube channel. Check this out.
Another super chat. Abby Wagner, the fight space. Luke fighting for a knockout and no risk of demonetization. Karate combat is free use. Do your trilogy with Luke in karate combat. I would. Karate combat. Give me a shout. I'll fight Luke. We'll do the trilogy one last time. Let's go to Dubai. Luke Rockhold. I was doing a live to it, and everyone was like, "You got to do the trilogy." I'll do karate combat against Luke Rockhold. I'll do it.
That would be fun.
I will have a trilogy with Luke Rockhold in karate combat. I would love to.
Why don't we book that? Let's just do that.
This is gathering momentum a little too quickly. Let me just see my hip doctor first and get my neck sorted.
Well, that's not what you said.
Yeah, no, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'd do it 100%. I would.
In a tragic turn-off event, former UFC heavyweight champion Francis Ngannou shared the devastating news of his 15-month-old son Kobe's passing. The 37-year-old fighter who recently faced against both Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua took to social media to confirm the heartbreaking loss. The MMA fighter and the boxer announced his son Kobe's death in a heartfelt post on Monday evening. He wrote on the post, "Too soon to live, but yet he's gone. My little boy, my mate, my partner Kobe was full of life and joy. Now he's laying without life. I shouted his name over and over, but he's not responding. I was my best self next to him, and now I have no clue of who I am. Life is so unfair to hate us where it hurts the most. How do you deal with such a things? How can you live with it? Please help me if you have any idea, because I really don't know what to do and how to deal with this." UFC superstar Conor McGregor expressed his condolence. "I absolutely gutted reading this, Francis. I can only imagine the pain you are in right now. I am so sorry to hearing this news. I pray God has the best and safest place in heaven for him until you meet again." Alexander Volkanovski replied, "I'm sorry for your loss. My thought and prayers are with you and your family." Similarly, Chris Weidman replied, "My prayers are with you and your family." UFC recently announced their return to the UK for UFC 304. UFC interim heavyweight champ Tom Aspinall agreed with the unhappy fans about the event start time. Tom Aspinall acknowledged fans' frustration with the event US-friendly timing. It is not friendly for UK fans. Meanwhile, the main card will not start until 3 AM, so fans will have to stay up too late to watch the fight.
Well, as an athlete, as a fighter, in all honesty, doesn't make that much difference. Probably for a couple of weeks before, I'll have to wake up and train at that time or stay up or whatever. Like, I've flown across the world multiple times and fought on different time zones, so it's not as bad as that. As a fan who wants to watch it live, I think it is absolutely terrible. I think, yeah, it's just not fair on the fans, not fair on the UK fans. Obviously, predominantly it's an American audience, so I understand that they want to sell to them. But why can't they sell to them in the afternoon, which is our evening time? Why can't the Americans watch it in the afternoon? And the UK fans, the Manchester fans, the European fans can all fly to the event, sell out this new arena. I mean, it's going to sell out regardless, mate. We're very, 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 very lucky to have a pay-per-view event in Manchester. Very lucky. But UK MMA, let's put it on UK time.
Former UFC commentator Jimmy Smith did not hold back his thought about former UFC bantamweight champion Ronda Rousey. He exposed by saying she was mean to the production team, camera person, sound person, and most of the UFC staff. He said they were cheering and very happy when she got knocked out.
That's what Ronda Rousey wants. All the credit, none of the blame. I want credit for all my wins. My losses, I had CTE and I had this and I had that. I'm the greatest to ever do it. But when it didn't work, it was so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so and never me. She never gives credit to the people who actually beat her. The idea that I left MMA and went to the WWE because I had concussion problems makes no sense. Let me let you in on something. Ronda, if you are listening, the people behind the scenes, camera people, audio people, the people you can push around, and the people you can bully, and the people you can talk down to, can't stand your fucking ass. Everybody behind the scenes that had to put a mic on Ronda Rousey couldn't stand her. I said, why? They said she was a bitch to us from the moment she sat down to the moment she got up. Like it's our fault she has to do this interview to hype something in her next fight, and she's just miserable, and she's mean to us, and we can't stand her. They were cheering when she got knocked out. This is what I was told. Because those are the people you can be mean to and rude to, and they can't fight back. Those people couldn't stand Ronda Rousey. So don't sit here and tell me that you're the victim. When the poor guy sitting behind the camera who's doing his job gets shit on by you, or you're mean to the person asking you questions when we're hyping your fight, don't give me this victim shit.